Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga Watch of the new year. Happy holidays to all you guys, and hopefully you guys had a good new year. I know I did. Pretty nice overall. Can't wait to honestly get right into this video because I have some New Year's resolutions for the channel, being that I'm going to aim for 3,000 subs by the end of the year. And I'm going to be trying to uploading more along with bringing back a new series. I did a poll asking if you guys want to see more 5 cards out of your trade binder, because that's a series that I kind of stopped doing naturally, and then I brought back a little bit here and there. And a lot of you guys want to see that back, which is really nice. But some of you haven't even heard of it, so I get to bring it to some new subscribers, which is awesome. It was supposed to be today's video, actually, but I haven't got the thumbnail for it, unfortunately. So you guys are probably going to see that as my next video, hopefully tomorrow or the next day at the latest. Also, I'm joined today by this adorable cat right over there. If you guys see that little gray thing, yeah, that's a cat. That's its new favorite sleeping spot. So, yeah. Anyway, getting right into the video here, Celine, Queen of Master Magicians here from Dual Overlord. I told you guys this would go up to about $35, $30, $35. And I was kind of right, you know, basically once this copy's gone by $3.93 sales. Next near mids go to about $30 here. Now, I told you guys this is the easiest way to make access code, especially if Valor is being played, because then every deck essentially has a very easy way to link up into access code, because then you're able to recycle your own Valor essentially. So this card going up to $30, I'm not shocked. Dual Overload is quite an old set at this point, and it was really good. It's just, as I like to tell people when I made my tier list back then, Dual Overload would have been the best set of the year if we did not have the Koof running around. YouTube doesn't like the word for monetization purposes, but you guys obviously know that what word I'm referring to. In fact, I really don't even care. COVID. When COVID happened, literally, like the isolation part of COVID, where they said, hey, you know, there's mask mandates now. Hey, you're going to have to stay inside. This basically happened, I think, a week before Overload came out. I'm pretty sure. And it was very weird filming and wearing a mask, because it was something more foreign back then. Because, again, this is at the start of the whole pandemic. And I thought this set was going to be amazing. And it just, the prices weren't there. But yeah, $30 here for your Celines. Your access code talkers are about $45. I think that's a fine and fair price for access if you need it. It's more affordable now. Just sucks because the quality's not that great on these. Original secret rares, though, if you want to grab these, well, they're going to run you about $95. Now, I told people that this is the kind of card where once it goes down, you might want to just grab the original. And if you did, I think they were around like 70 bucks, roughly. Well, you made a little bit of money here, about 21, 22 bucks so far. But it does kind of quickly go to 100, roughly. You know, quickly goes up to 98 at least. So I personally would grab this, especially because this is the kind of card where just being a strong generic rank 4, you know, and something that kind of dominates the metagame currently right now when it comes to links, I think spending $100 on this is not bad, but you definitely missed your window of opportunity, and that's kind of what you have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Chalice Ultimate Rare. Now, Forbidden Chalice is seeing more play, and it's getting bought out on quite a few of its copies. Now, before I get into it, if this video could get 100 likes, just for, you know, the new year first market watch, that would be awesome. Also, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost too, and consider subscribing and all that jazz. Also, shouts to my YouTube channel members. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Consider being a YouTube channel member if you would like to. And if you guys want me to go over any cards or let me have any bouts, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, ultis are, well, French are 200. First at English, 260 for light play. And yeah, that's kind of all you really have here. So yeah, first at light plays, 250. That's a lot, but it is what it is. Now, ultras are also quite a bit. First eds being something really bad, I could tell. About 50 bucks here, unless you call it a spade here. But after this one copy goes, and except for this, $73, $75. So if you cheap copy here for 48, that's not too bad actually. So if you want to grab a cheaper Chalice, you could go ahead and do so from the Ultras. You have the commons here for about $3 here as well. If you guys have Forbidden Chalice, it's worth some money no matter what type of rarity you have. This was just one of the commons that I took out to show you guys, but a lot of the commons here are basically getting bought out. If you guys are wondering, this is the Starfoil rare that we're just not going to talk about. Maximum Gold. Now, I told people that at 80 cents or $1, get a playset. Very, very worth it to have this a decent rarity of Chalice lying around. Along with, I actually like this artwork because it kind of puts more emphasis on the woman, you know. And she kind of looks like one of those ancient Greek girls, and I'm Greek, so I always like this card. I always really like the Forbidden series in general. But if you got these that are around 80 cents to $1, well, they're $4 now, going up to $5. So when it comes to these dollar cards, realistically, this is what you want to aim for as your best case scenario. Now, if it goes up to like $3-ish and you spent like 80 cents to $1 on each copy, you got, say, 15, 20, that's still great, right? Realistically, a penny stock isn't going to go to the moon. This, though, $4 to $5, amazing if you got this at playset for like $3. Now, Dragon Maid lore part is also bought out. As you see here, $14 for 2 copies right here. 20, then 22. I assume this guy's like offline or something, but yeah, this is about to be a 20-ish dollar card, and I know it's sold for 20s. Yeah, it's sold for 30 even, actually, right here. Yeah, 30 multiple times. Now, a lot of people want to play Dragon Maids, and whenever we get some of the Dragon Maid cards reprinted, other Dragon Maid cards go up. That's just how it is. And that's why, you know, same thing with Madolches. When, oh, let's say Angela got reprinted, what went up? Every other Madolche card that didn't get reprinted, right? And vice versa. So, whenever certain cards get bought out, you want to, or even get announced for a reprint, like when we get the full list of, say, Maximum Gold El Dorado, right? Now, we obviously, Chamber was in there, and I think Hospitality. I told people to start looking at the other cards of Dragon Maids, just in case they got, you know, bought out, right? Or grab the other stuff, just in case, you know, you want to play the deck, or, oh, those go up, right? I did the same thing with, you know, Golden Land Forevers, right? And I went heavy on that. Same thing applied, basically, here. Now, Changeover, another offline seller, I assume, $6 here, going up to about 7. So, I don't know why this one's went up, because you don't really need too many. I think you only run like 1 copy of this, so, Kitchen Dragon Maid Maximum Gold. Now, I told people to pick these up at about $1 or $2, because Dragon Maids are always going to be a good investment. They're going to go up slowly over time. Like, as you guys see here, you know, and I can actually show you now, over a 6-month period, you know, they're about, you know, sometimes they're going up slowly over here now, but they were barely reaching $2. Now they're about 3, is going up to 4. So, hey, if you got them at $1 or $2, that's great. I still think at $3, this is not a bad buy with only 64 listings, because it goes up to 4, then it, let's see, kind of goes up to 5-ish over here. You know, you got Supreme King Castle here with 6 copies, which is kind of nice if you want to stock up. Now, would I go crazy over this? Not exactly, but I don't think it's a bad idea to grab these. I personally got a couple copies that I got at about like $1.25, so I'm happy about that. Super Quantum Mech King Great Magnus here. Now, this card is slowly going up for near mints, which is something I noticed. So, you have about $6 here, roughly. Goes up to about 7 soon, so dollar increase, okay, but then it goes up to 8, but with shipping it's more, so it's like, wow, that's a little something. But by the bottom of this page, and everyone has 1 copy here besides this guy, they go up to about 1034, right? And then the second page is non-existent. This might be a card you might want to get your near mints of while you can. Now, I won't go crazy on this. Now, this did get bought out before, to about $30, right? But I don't think that was really a good buyout. I think getting these near mints for $6 before they skyrocket up, I think that might net you some gains in the future. Now, seeing how there's not that many and the fact that only one of you can actually move the market by yourself, I would just grab maybe 2 copies. If you want to make it a playset, that's fine. Or if you're like, let me just spend some McDonald's money on this and put it in a binder and forget about it for a little bit, and then if it becomes money, I'll just grab it later on. And you're like, I'll just get 1 copy. That's fine too. Do not go crazy over this card and invest a ton in. It's just, you can make some money right off from the jump, and then whatever happens after is just extra. So I will go ahead and do that. Super Quantum Blue Layer from OTS Tournament Pack 2. Now, supers for this are about $5 for near mints. These were about like $2-3, but they quickly go up to about $8-9. And we have been accustomed to seeing a lot of these OTS supers go to like $8, $10, $15, $20. This could be the next card to do that. So if you have these or you feel like picking them up, I think you have another opportunity, but not that long. Thunder Dragon Colossus. So in my last video, I actually made a news video where we got a leak from Grand Creators, and we saw this. Now, I told people to take it with a grain of salt, because you never know if a leak is real, which is good. And the reason why I put that disclaimer is because that is fake, right? Thunder Dragon Colossus is not leaked from Grand Creators. And so there's probably like a 99.99% chance it's not in there. Now, a lot of you were able to tell me, and I want to appreciate that, because when I make leak videos and then it becomes confirmed that it doesn't exist, or the leak is fake, I like being let known, even if I learn later on, because some people watching that video might not know either, right? And they might be like, oh, this looks like a solid leak, but then they read the comments and they see, oh, okay, no, it's all good. It's fake. So for all those who told me about the leak, I appreciate it, right? I always love having that discussion as well. I think I hearted everybody who corrected me as well. And again, this is why you take every leak with a grain of salt. If you want your Ulti Thunder Dragon Colossus, and I advise this with every banned card, including the ones we're going to go over, get your banned cards in the middle of each ban list. And what I mean by that is in between each ban list, right? So let's say we just get our ban list, right? Let's say January 15th, right? Near late February, that's exactly when you want to pick up or buy any type of banned cards you want, right? Now, certain cards like Yatagarasu don't really move near ban list even for hype, from what I've noticed, right? So there are very few exceptions, but there are a lot more outliners, and this is one of them where every ban list this goes up. Now, this was selling for like, this was about $85-90 when I made the leak. Now, well, you got one here for about 103, 110, 120, then 145. The issue with this card is it kind of is similar to Max C, where the card will go up near every ban list, no matter if it's coming back or not. I don't think this card is going to come back. I hope it doesn't, personally. I know it's very debated. Although, I'll be honest, the logic for this card coming back is just really dumb. And then once it gets shut down, the opposition just has zero clue what to say. So, if you guys want to see a video about that, maybe I'll make that. But, I'll probably make that, and then I want to see some discussion on it. So, let me know if you guys want that, because I don't want to get into like a 3-4 minute tangent. Now, Secret Rares, first editions are, $23 going up to $30. I told people getting secrets at $6 or $7 is kind of like your middleman between ultis and ultras, because not only is it a nicer higher rarity, so it'll move, and it's the second highest rarity, but it's also the first, original print. Which is honestly really good for the card. Now, I think they're too much to pick up now, so I wouldn't do it, but I also told people, if you want to spend less than a McChicken on Ultras, you could do that. Ultras right now are, for verified, they're about $3. But, you got this guy with a wall of 101, but let's be real. People are going to want the first ed, right? So first eds, they quickly go up to $4, right? So even Ultras are worth a little bit of this, a little bit of green. So, hey, if you want one copy just in case, sure, but you missed your opportunity. Now, Thunder Dragon Fusion, now these were quarters, and I told people, picking up a set or two wouldn't be bad. Now, if you did, you made some money. But especially because the super rares here, as you see with the 27 listings here, are getting bought at a pretty rapid rate. You know, almost $3 here because of the shipping. You know, $2.50, $3 here for the supers. Kind of quickly go up to $4 here, and this is just for the super rares. Now the ultra rares, which is what I would recommend getting, about $3 as well. Not, you know, too bad, but it could be worse. If you got them for quarters or 50 cents, again, this is where you want your penny stocks to realistically end up. I'm not going to be like other YouTubers who try to feed you this nonsense of, oh, if you get these at $1, bro, they'll go up to $30 and they'll be unmatched. That's the reason why I'm right most of the time. I don't tell you what I want. I tell you what I think is going to happen and why, right? In fact, half the time it's what I know is going to happen, right? It's not even really thinking. It's just knowing, right? And it is what it is. Orcus Harp Horror, super rares. Now, I told people that this is more realistically to come off the ban list than Colossus, so get these at $1. Well, they're about $4 almost now, so if you did, congratulations. If this card comes back, you could bet your ass the rares are going to be worth some money. If you just want to get like a couple copies, nothing crazy, guys. I'm talking like you see this guy here, you get 3 copies off him or something, right? And be like, oh, well, you know, $1.50 if I want to play Orcus. That's fine. Or, you know, I could bring this to locals when there was some cash trade for some other stuff. Go for it. Wind Up Carrier Zen Mighty Ultras. Now, I told people to get this at $4 before they hit 5 because they're approaching 5 for first editions. Right now, first editions with 23 listings. You got one here for 6, and then near mints go to $8. But there is a wall. My eye's so itchy. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, $6 and then $8 here. So if you got them at $4 to $5, congratulations, you made your money back. That's all I really gotta say. Now, ultimate rares, right? These always go up slowly but surely over time. Lightly plates are 29. Near mints are about $35. Not too bad for an old ulti like this. If you do not want to invest into ulti, sorry guys, indigestion. The Colossus ulti kind of made me gag a little bit. If you want ultis, personally, I think the ship has sailed, and pun intended, by the way. Now, the reason why is because, number one, this card might not come back for a while. Konami doesn't like wind-ups. It's more of an if, not when, but I don't know when. Or it's more of a when, not if. Sorry about that, just a little bit of clarification. Also, I would recommend putting the money into other cards because for $35, there's a lot more you could do with $35 than, say, when you got the carriers at $4. And I told them, hey, they'll just go up slowly over time because they're not going to reprint this card while it's banned. And if it comes off, then you can sell them. So banned cards are kind of safe because you'll always have a window where it says, hey, this is the time to sell, 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 sell. And if you don't, you're just an idiot at that point. Right? Spending $4 on like a playset of this and then going up at 8 is cute. But ultis over here aren't getting at you as much for a very long time. And that $35, you could turn that into more with other cards. And that's why I wouldn't recommend getting this ulti. In fact, use the $35 you guys would spend here on the 5 cards having your trade binder. Heavy Malifaux's Electric Might coming from Extreme Force. Now, the hype for this one is actually dead. From what I've noticed, first eds are like not even hitting 10s for light plays. Near mints are basically $10 to $11. I think the Pendulum crowd just got so disappointed. Either that or Triff told them, forget about Electromite, it's gone, it's good, move on. And then everyone just kind of did because the funnest part about the Pendulum market is that Triff alone will move it. And that's pretty funny to me. Which, by the way, I heard Triff is going to try not to drink in 2022. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, giving up a substance, not saying he was addicted or anything, but I understand the thought process for it. Hey, good for him. Maybe he drinks a lot. I don't know, personally. Instant Fusion, Dual Terminal 4. Now, a lot of people don't like to talk about this, but lightly plates are about $10, and near mints are about 13 from me. 14 going up to $15. Now, this is the second highest version of Instant Fusion. And personally, I think that this is a card. I told people to get this when it was cheaper, but I don't remember how much cheaper. Yeah, $6. Okay. So I told people to grab this at $6 because if you're gonna want to play Instant Fusion, now that we have like a lot of versions of Instant Fusion that are like holographic, it's a much easier card to get. Not only are you getting something unique, but you're getting something that's worth some money. Get this for $6. If you did, you doubled your money. In fact, I still recommend if you want to grab one of these just to have them. Hey, it's not bad for a collection. Uh, ultis are 135. When these hit 50-55, I told people to grab them. If you got your instant ramen back then, good job. You tripled your money. We also got this new alternate art IP, actually. But before we get into it, the alt art that we got from Maximo El Dorado. $12, not too bad, right? And I love this artwork, right? It really looks beautiful. I just love how she looks cool. It reminds me of Akiza from 5Ds, personally. And I love motorcycles, right? But I don't know. This new, this new lost art, uh, looks a little bit better. I think the community of the TCG is gonna enjoy this one a little bit more. This is 250% confirmed by Konami. You're actually gonna get this as your entry fee instead of OTS from your local card store. Okay, guys, no cap. All right, always bussin'. This card, every entry you're gonna get a copy of it, right? You know, this is not a joke. This is actual real Yu-Gi-Oh news. Okay, I get my news from Twitter, so you know that that's the best place, right? By the way, please don't ever get your fucking news on Twitter. I'm gonna interrupt this joke with a very, very important message. Like, ugh. But anyway, all jokes aside here, I found this in Zodiac Duels, and I just laughed my ass off. This is just hilarious to me. Uh, anyway, Air Neos here. First eds are about 75 for light play. Near mints are about, okay, how much are near mints? $85, but then they go up to 90, 105, 112. If this card dodges the GX Speed Duel box, I will throw a huge fit. Okay? I'm not even kidding. I will actually throw a fit, right? Konami needed to reprint this card years ago, okay? This is like one of the only Elemental Hero cards that hasn't gotten a reprint that's like over 3 years old, right? This card probably, this is in my, every time I make a 5 cards that need a reprint, which is a series I like to do once in a while, but I haven't done it in a while, which might actually do that since we're done with reprint season. We got all the info that we could from there. This card is always going to be like number 1, and I give it honorable mention every second time, even though I want to include it. I don't want to be lazy and just throw it in again. This card hopefully gets a reprint in GX. The ultis, though, I know these are going to be, you know, crack. Lightly played unlimited are 130. In all honesty, that's great. That's completely fine. I think that's a fine price point. This is not a fine price point. This is some bullshit. $800. Okay, so $555. Let me show you something cool that you could ulti-wise from that era that you could get instead. $300. Cool. And near mints. Even cheaper than the first set lightly played. But you can get one of these. If these mods were first said, that actually is not that bad for it, but get the point. You know what you could get? These. You could get this. Okay? In fact, I want to look at another old ulti cyber. Are these two? Okay, maybe not these, but you could have got those at one point. You know what? I just want to see Cyber and Dragon. I know these aren't cheap. I just want to see what you could get. Oh, you get Italian Limiteds. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so these are still a lot. $2,000 from Blazing Banana for a near mint here. First time mods for 900 though. Honestly, twins might go up to that eventually. I mean, at least 4 or 500. So might not be too bad. Point is, do not get ulti air neos. It's an abomination. Bingo machine go here. Now I told people to grab these at sixes. And this was a card, I think most of you listened to me on this, because when this initially got bought out, I had a lot of people in my comment section, along with people slowly but surely telling me, like, oh yeah, I made bank on those because I was able to get mine for, $5, or I was able to trade for mine. Good job. Well, they settled out to 1750. So even if you still have yours, you over tripled your money. Good job. Ultras are $20. So the ultras are almost the same price as the secret rares. I think that's because number one, the secret rares look good. Number two, can't really think of a number two. I think the ultras should be a little higher. I would actually, if you guys have secrets, sell them and cash out for ultras. You're basically getting a very free upgrade here. Especially if you get the playset, people are going to really like that. And this goes up to 35 faster than the secret rares go up to 35. Yeah, look, 5th page. Look, not even 25 yet. Is what it is. C39, Utopia Ray here. Or if guess, I told people to get this at like $20-$25 a long time ago. Then first sets hit around 40. I said, hey, if you got these at $20-$25, good job. Now they're about $48 for lightly played. Going up to about 55, not too bad here. Near mints are about $80. Not too terrible, personally. C32 Shark Drake Vice. Now this card, even though I say view all versions, actually only has its original print in Abyss Rising. $750, almost $10 for the original Ultra. So this is worth some money, guys. Ultis here. I actually have one of these ultis. I just can't find it. I got mine for. I remember I bit the bullet at like $7. And I said, I just love how this card looks. It looks really cool. I don't think it's going to go up, but if you guys, it might go up slowly. Now, this was almost a year ago, and now they did go up to about $13 for first and near mints. Not too bad overall. For it, in fact, we have number 32 Shark Drake. Now, I love this ulti because, Christian, I think this was you. But when I was first doing my market watches with MSK, and he had me on, which, by the way, if you guys are watching and you guys know MSK, love the guy, but we don't do market watches because of certain behind-the-scenes stuff. I think he's just being a fucking brat about it, personally. That's just my opinion, but hey, that's his fault. That's all I gotta really tell you about it. I'm a little sick and tired of people asking me multiple times what's going on. Why don't you guys do videos and all together? I don't know. Go ask him personally, right? Because every time I try to ask him, he acts like a child about it. But whatever. And by the way, I'm not hating the guy, right? I still like him, but people get on your nerves, and it's like there's a limited amount of shit of cover I could tell you guys until I literally tell you the answer is he won't answer me. That's actually to the answer. So $15 for light play, going up to 16 for Shark Drakes. Near mints are 23. Anyway, first time I was on MSK, I told people to grab this. I think Christian grabbed them and was really happy with the increase. I think these were like $5 or something. So yeah. Ghost rares. Now I have 2 ghost rares of this because it's one of my favorite ghost rares. It just looks dope. I think ghost rare cards were made way more for XYZs than synchros. But I really do wish they dabbled on having like a ghost rare spell in a core set, but whatever. 32 for lightly played. Near mints are 44. Not too bad. Jinzo. These are, by the way, the reason why I want to show these old cards is because some of these old cards, like, look, if you have a damaged Jinzo and you don't like it, it's $15, right? So, or like heavy played here. So if you put your shit for like $12 here, that's $12. Now, I want to go lightly played near mints here. Lightly played are about 29. Near mints are about 42. First editions, though, are about $350 for these 3 copies here. Then they quickly go up to $539, $575, $639. So, hey, if you're trying to get a Jinzo before they double, $350 is actually a lot less than I thought it was going to be. I ended up picking my lightly played up for $70 recently. If you guys watched my collection video, which was my last, not my last video, but the video before that, go check it out. It's a banger. Dark Beginning Jinzos. I want one of these, and then I'm officially have every Jinzo that I want. Let's see. Lightly plates are about $27. Quickly going up to about 40, 50 bucks here. So if you want one of these, they quickly go up just like the other Jinzos. Near mitts are $57 is what it is. Last card here on today's Market Watch, Area the Wire Charmer Starlight Rare. 580. If you got him at 400, congratulations. You made some money. I love this card, especially because I met one of my very good friends when I bought this card from him. And it was really dope. Shoutouts to Lil Fat Tony Gaming, by the way. Sometimes I go over him in my Market Watches and I miss him. And he makes sure to point it out to me. He's like, you forgot to say hi to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry. Anyway, shoutouts to you, Tony. Love you, brother. But the first time we met and he sold me this card, we ended up actually going to the bank together so I could get some money. And I wasn't vending at this point, I believe. Maybe I was like backpack selling somewhat, right? But, you know, that's it. But point is, I was able to get a really great friendship off, and that's one thing I really like about Yu-Gi-Oh! You have some really good friends, like even MSK. I know it sounds like I was a little rude to him earlier, but didn't exactly mean to. Along with, I know some people from my crowd don't like him at all. In fact, I would say, I remember, if you guys actually want to know, well, I'll talk about that in a second here, but point is, the best part about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the friends you'll make through the game, I think. That sounds very, very cool. Oh, and the money. But that sounds very, very corny. I know. But no, like, honestly, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Gets you so many friends that's not even funny. Like, card games really have that certain power. But as I was saying previously, I know that I think 30% of my crowd doesn't like MSK, 25-30%. And that's because either they think, this is the multiple reasons I heard. His market watches aren't that good, which, to be honest with you here, his market watches aren't that good lately. I've been telling him stuff to improve personally. I'm like, yeah, dude, you have to go over buyouts, because he doesn't really do that anymore. I still will watch his market watches, right? You know, it feels like you kind of just take a set and you talk a little bit over it, and that's it, which is definitely a cool style for a market watch. Sure, but like, you're kind of only taking a fourth of the food you're eating, and then you're throwing away the rest. I feel like you're throwing away a lot of what you could be going over. And, you know, I tell him that, and, you know, is what it is. I know a lot of people, either you don't like his jokes, you don't like his expertise, or other reasons, which I think are a little whack, but I get why some of you guys don't like his content as much, but makes you feel better. I'm not showing up there anymore, so it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next Market Watch. Just let me know what you guys want me to go over in that next Market Watch. Remember, do not send any hate to the person. Me and MSK are still friends and all that. Just, you know, you know, I'm a little tired of, like, during the months, people just prodding me on what's been going on. Why are you, like, only on a live stream here and there? But, like I said, go ask him. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.